mind sharp, heart ready, vision in sight. I've been building in the quiet, now it's time to rise. AI elevated, watch me come alive. I live, I innovate, move with grace, I navigate. Higher thinking, focus, dedicated. I live, I innovate, move with grace, I navigate. Higher thinking, focus, dedicated. This is me. AI elevated. AI elevated. AI elevated. AI elevated. I build, I lead, I create. Watch me work. I innovate, I move with grace and navigate. Higher thinking, focus, dedicated. I innovate, I move with grace and navigate. Higher thinking, focus, dedicated. This is me. I elevated. I elevated. I elevated.
What's up, everybody? It's Maisha Edmond. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much. This is the first episode of AI Elevated, I don't know, podcast, interview, whatever. I am so excited. I know why you're here. You're not here for me. You are here for an amazing, amazing woman. I am super excited to bring her on. I'm just going to get a little bit into her bio, bring her on, and then we're going to get the conversation started. First of all, Happy New Year. New Year's, all of the years. We are super excited about that. So, Erica R. Bryan, Lady E, she is a faith-led executive leader. She's a mentor. She's an author and a minister serving as director of client operations. She is also a certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belt. Okay, come on, this is crazy. She's a certified health facility manager. She specializes in healthcare leadership, operational excellence, compliance-driven workflows, and performance optimization. So you already know she is well qualified to talk to you about what we're going to talk about. She is the founder of the new Leading Lady and the Refilling Room, bringing both lived wisdom and executive discipline. Erica is highly sought after for her forward-thinking leadership and strategic problem solving and grounded, candid counsel. I believe it. She is also a wife and a mother of 5. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Put your hands together, your virtual hands together for Lady E. We are super excited. Hey, can you hear me?
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for that. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Awesome. Awesome. We have so many people that are super excited to get into this
Good
conversation.
morning. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Yes. You good?
Yes, I can.
All right. Hey,
Perfect.
Stacy.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Nina.
Thank you, Maisha, for having me this morning.
Absolutely. So we are going to jump right in. Carolyn says she can hear you. Darlene says she can hear you. Stacy's on, she can hear you. Rita's on, she can hear you. We can hear you. We are super excited. Listen, everybody that's on, please share this out. We are talking to an innovator, someone that is going to be taking 2026 by the horns. Okay. So she is not waiting for things to happen to her. She is happening to it. So we are super excited. We are live on Facebook and we are also live on YouTube. So if you know someone who is a leading lady in any part of their lives and in any field and industry, go ahead and share this out. Now, I read your bio, right? But I know that there is way, way more to you than the bio. So I want to start with the truth. Who is Erica? When the titles come off, and you are at home, or you are at the core of who you are you really?
I am a strategist. I'm a builder, not just of people, but now of brands. So underneath all of the titles that I'm given, I'm a woman who's lived in long enough to know when something is missing. And I've become bold enough to create it instead of complaining about it. So I'm still the same woman. I'm thoughtful, I'm disciplined, I'm creative, I'm faith-filled, but I'm even more intentional about how I lead and how I help people.
Awesome, awesome. So in that, what moment made you say, this has to, before I get to that, how did you even get into utilizing AI to, I guess, undergird all the things that you do in life?
Well, first and foremost, I'm always looking for a solution, something that's going to make my load and my work day, my home life a little bit easier. And AI popped on the scene. And I honestly have to say, when I first stumbled onto AI, I said, I'm not using this. I'm not putting my name, my information out. I'm not doing any of those things. But then, I slowly came to realize this is the wave of the future. That's number one. Number two, I'm a traveler. I have a passport. I have a New York State ID. My face and every other piece of information about me is already all over the internet, the globe, for whoever wants to see it. So if this is the wave of the future, then I need to take it, build upon it, see how it's going to work for me, see how I can make it work for other people.
Awesome, awesome. And that's really good, because I do find that, I guess the first thing that a human does is, when we are faced with new information, is like our brain rejects it until we can kind of make it make sense. And so I do appreciate that you moved so quickly as it related to using this tool. And so let's see, what moment made you say that this has to exist?
I would say it's realizing how many capable women that are out there that are quietly burning out while still doing everything right. So we're building businesses, we're building teams, we're showing up for our families. And a lot of women have a lot of vision, but yet they're exhausted. They second guess their own voice, and they're doing a lot more than they should be alone. There's no support system. And I can definitely say, as a woman of color, we hit a lot of glass ceilings. There's a lot of biases in the workforce. You even run into some of this stuff, unfortunately, in different ministries. And there has to be some kind of catalyst, some middle ground that we can use to benefit us, so that we can create infrastructure. We need a thinking partner. We need a system that's going to hold us together. We don't need one more motivational quote. And while I'm good with the motivational quotes, because I do have my refill room, which is meant for encouraging those same exhausted people, and not just geared for women, the refill room, that is, we need more. We need a system and infrastructure, something that's going to help us level out our thought process.
Yeah, that, I feel like, you know what, you really hit the nail on the head, because it's not just about being able or being equipped to do things, but really having like that support system, which leads us into my next question. who did you build the new Leading Lady GPT for? Can you describe her? Like, who is she?
In 2 words, she's a woman with a calling and a calendar.
Oh,
She is the person who is called upon to put everything together. She has the busy schedule. She's moving up the corporate ladder. She's moving up the ladder in ministry. She's moving up life's ladder in general. And she just needs a little bit of backup. She's thoughtful, she's responsible and capable, but she's tired of guessing. So she doesn't need the hype. The new leading lady doesn't need any extra fluffiness, so to speak. She needs clarity, she needs structure, she needs alignment.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And even when you said that, I see Rita was saying, woo, like, oh my gosh. And it is so true because we need all of that. Like, let's strip away all the other stuff and let's see like how we can really just step into who we are. And so as you're describing this lady, would you say that this tool is what you needed maybe 5 years ago, maybe last year, which was just yesterday? Would you say that this is something that you needed?
I needed this a good 10, 15 years ago. You
Wow.
know, I've been in the business that I'm in for over 2 decades, and
Mm.
I've gone through a lot of twists and turns. I've been through companies where, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of different bias. There's a lot of growth that is expected, but not growth that is recognized or honored. I've burned out. I've sat at my computer until 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night from 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And, I'm very structured. I have systems in place, but with all of that, still juggling way too much, still facing the over analyzing of everything, still second guessing my voice. And that's kind of hard for me to believe. It's a little bit of a dichotomy when I think about it because I'm a very confident person. I stand on what I know. I know that I know my stuff, but I needed something to pull it all together. And I could have used this a long time ago just to create basic frameworks. I walked into a job one year and this company had no policy and procedure. They were just running haphazardly. There was no HR, there was nothing. So I built their policies and procedures from the ground up. I built their HR infrastructure from the ground up. And then I also wore all of those hats. So, had I had something like AI or the new leading lady GPT, it would have made my life 10 times easier. This was days, weeks of me sitting and trying to craft the best that I could put together, the best structure for the teams that we were working with. So this could have reduced my time exponentially.
Wow. So even in you building the new leading lady, although we're going to get into the benefits and what she does, one of the top benefits of using the new leading lady is that she kind of buys your time back. And that's like really important because you think about, you always hear, oh, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, but some of us have to cram a whole bunch of stuff in. So like to have that support, like you
Absolutely.
said, is like amazing. So when you were describing this lady, this person, this woman that you built the new leading lady GPT for, what problem is she facing that she might not even realize yet?
Decision fatigue disguised as just being busy. She's typically carrying too much in her head. She's processing way too much alone. As I mentioned several times, she's second guessing her instincts. Most women have it. They're right on it. They know it, but they second guess those instincts. And she's overworking her discipline while under supporting her clarity. So she doesn't realize that she's in a situation of being overwhelmed, and it's not so much so that it can't be fixed. She's just lacking the strategy and the infrastructure. So she needs just that little bit of help. Some people need the whole gauntlet, and some people need just that extra framework.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes we often use overwhelm as a badge of honor. We
Hmm.
like to be pat on the back to say, "Oh my gosh, you just work so hard. Oh my gosh, you just do
Yes,
so much." And it's like, yeah, that's really not that's not it. That's not cute. Like if you could do it easier, if you could do it with support, if you could do it with that clarity and all of those things, then it's better for everyone, right?
absolutely. There's a lot of hyper independence in women of color. There's a lot of I have to do it on my own. Some of this is taught to us, unfortunately. And, some people might disagree or not like what I'm going to say, but I will liken the use of AI or the new leading lady GPT to the thought process that some women use, that I don't need a man, I can do it all by myself. Well, you do need technology. This again is the wave of the future. So if you can have a piece of technology that is designed to work with you, that's designed to assist you, why wouldn't you take it? Why
Wow.
would you continue to be that lady who is, out in the street saying, I don't need a man, I got it all together, but at home lonely and crying at night? It's the same principle with
Same
AI
person.
and with the GPTs. And, this is not your regular average GPT that is just spitting things out to you. I know I'm jumping a little bit ahead,
No, that's
but,
fine.
it thinks with you, not just for you. Is there to hold your hand and to guide your thoughts and to give you some sustenance behind it. But it's not just, you put something in and it's just going to spit something random out. I crafted this with a lot of thought, with a lot of years of experience, with a lot of my own trial and error in mind, so that it can work for the women that will subscribe to it.
And I find that this is really important to say that it's not just chat gpt. So there's a difference, like you said, like
Correct.
you put years of experience and expertise in it. And so because you did that, you're not going to get a random answer. You're going to get the benefit of the over 2 decades of work that you've done, and the Six Sigma, and like all of those things, even the word. Carolyn said, being that you were unsure about it at first, as far as AI, what would you say people like her who feel intimidated or cautious about the use of AI, like what would you tell someone like that wants to use the new leading lady GPT but's intimidated by AI?
I would say that you shouldn't be intimidated by AI. AI is really just a term. And I think that is the problem that most people, not just women, but men as well, you're intimidated by the word or the title AI. You use Google every day. You use Microsoft Chrome. You use a myriad of different technological tools to do your research. This is just putting everything in one box for you to find. So
Yeah.
you're using AI without even knowing it. I look at, let's move over to images. I look at the different games. I can't call them out specifically, but people are taking these games and they're putting their picture in and it's changing their picture to something else altogether. Well, they're not even realizing that you're already using things like AI just to do that. They just look at it as a game. This is something cute. It takes you back into a 50-year-old you look. People are already doing it. So when now you see things like what you and I do, Maisha, with creating images for our businesses and videos and things of that nature, we're doing the same thing. People just don't realize they're already in to the technology part.
Yeah.
It's just called something different.
For sure. And I think that a lot of people are intimidated, like you said, because it's the word AI, but it's literally a tool. I remember speaking to someone who was saying, like, I really can't get with AI. Like, you know how I feel about it. I just don't like it. And I was like, you know, because I'm not in the business of trying to convince somebody to use it, but I'm like, so like, what do you mean? And they're like, it's artificial intelligence. And I'm like, yeah, but like when you get an autocorrect on your phone, it's artificial intelligence. And I said, you know, you think about tools. Who was in an uproar when the car was created? They said, you're not gonna have me in that big old metal thing, and I got these 2 feet that the Lord gave me, you know. And then we have these things about things being evil. So it's like, so I said to her, I said, so are you gonna stop eating food? And she was like, well, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, well, there's gluttony. And I'm like, so why would you, why would you eat food? It's evil. You know, like, are you going to stop spending money? Well, Maisha, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, but it can be used for evil, right? So tools are tools. The gun doesn't shoot. It's the person that has the gun, right? So it's like you have AI, you use it for what it's meant for, or for the purpose in which you're going to use it. And so it's just really important to understand that, like you said, it's you shouldn't be intimidated. It's only a tool, and you're the master of the tool that you use. You know what I'm saying? So now I want to ask you this: what happens when a woman tries to carry vision without support? Can we go into that?
I'm sorry, you broke up just a bit.
Yep, right here.
You
So I
broke
was
up just a
asking,
little bit. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
okay. So my question is, what happens when a woman tries to carry vision without support?
Burnout 101. And that's as basic as I can get it. Burnout 101. You don't have the support. That means there's no structure to your goals. Your thought process is muddled. I mean, it's really basic. I don't even want to expand or expound past Burnout 101, because
Yeah,
that is the supreme result of not having any structure.
absolutely. So walk us through it. What can these leading ladies that are watching and that will watch, what can they actually do once they're inside of or able to use the new Leading Lady GPT?
You're going to be able to structure your goals. It will help refine your voice. It's going to build plans for you. It can create content. It'll help you organize your ideas, map out your next season. We're at the beginning of a new year, so you would want to go in now and start just mapping out your quarter. What do you want to do in the first quarter of the year, the second quarter, even what do you want to do next week, personally, professionally, in your ministry? It's going to strengthen your leadership process. It's basically built to give you a strategic partner to help you. It's not noise, it's order. And depending on the level that you subscribe to, there's access to frameworks. I mean, you can build SOPs. There is so much that you can do with the new Leading Lady GPT. And as I mentioned, it's not another Chat GPT. Some people will probably ask, well, I can get Chat GPT for free. Yeah, you could. And it's going to give you just what free does. Just like if you go to the store and get a free ice cream, is it going to taste like Haagen-Dazs? No, it's going to taste like that nasty little school lunch ice cream that you used to get, but you still wanted it and you still used it. So you want to elevate up to the Haagen-Dazs level instead of getting the store brand.
Right. Right. And I mean, I know that you answered this. What makes this different from another AI tool? And you've given us that. So for the woman that's cautious, what else do you want her to know for that woman that's cautious?
I want you to know that AI isn't replacing your voice. It's not replacing you as a person. It will put in what you give out, but it doesn't make you artificial. And I think that's some of the drawbacks that people have in their mind, that this is going to make me fake. No, it makes you intentional. It doesn't think for you. It's built to think with you. So you remain the authority. The new Leading Lady GPT is just your infrastructure.
Wow, wow, wow. So what transformation do you want women to experience in the first 30 days? I get in, it's January 1st. By January 31st, what is the transformation do you want that you want women to experience after subscribing?
I want them to feel settled, not just motivated to keep moving, but settled. Have a clearer thought process, be better decision makers. She'll have more structure in those first 30 days. More importantly, less emotional fatigue, stronger boundaries for what you're doing in your day to day, and visible momentum. You should feel like your life really finally has a backbone.
That's really good. And Carolyn said that's definitely the fear. Would my voice be replaced with this? And before I let you answer, there's something called human in the loop. So if you are a horrible preacher, AI is not gonna make you a better preacher.
Absolutely.
You gonna be horrible with a lot of extra big words that you can read.
You're right.
If if you have no discernment, if you're not able to decipher different things in ministry, it's not going to give you that. If you're not well versed in the skill that you have in your job, it's not going to give you that. You're going to read it, but you're not going to be able to really, be true to that and understand the things that you're reading, right? So, like, what do you say to that? What do you say to a person that says, I don't want my voice to be replaced? Like, we train AI to sound more like us and all those different things, but now I'm afraid that it's going to replace me. What do you say to that person?
It's funny that you asked this question because I was thinking about it the other day and I posted it on my social media. You can fake posture, but you can't fake presence.
Wow.
So who you are is who you are. The AI is just going to enhance it. And like you mentioned, if you're a horrible preacher, you're going to stay a horrible preacher with some fancy words, but you cannot fake presence. You are what you are. So for a person like Carolyn, because I know her, who you are is going to shine through the new Leading Lady GPT. It enhances what's already in you. It pulls out what's already in you that you don't even know is in you based on what you're putting in and based on how it's created. So you this is not a fake it till you make it. This is help you get to where you need to go so you're not faking it.
Absolutely. And you think about it, even Darlene said, I love that. You think about all the different women that are leading ladies or new leading ladies. There are teachers, there are nurses, there are doctors, there are attorneys, there are just entrepreneurs that are on and they are watching and they're trying to figure out, well, how does AI fit into my business? And I use my hands, or I'm doing, ABC. And you're telling us, okay, listen, if you need an SOP, you can go to the new leading lady. If you need some type of structure, you can go to the new leading lady. But it's not just like going to Chat GPT where you are just saying, hey, write me an ebook, write me an SOP. And it doesn't have Six Sigma behind it. I mean, my husband is Six Sigma. And just the cost of that program and what you have to do, right? So being able to have a business and say, well, how am I going to trim the fat, in my business as far as like the money that I'm maybe hemorrhaging? You get the benefit of that when I'm using the new leading lady because it's essentially your brain, your thought processes, and all of those things, right? So, like, what do you say to that?
You're absolutely right. It's crafted to be that way. So when you look at the things that you need it to do, you feed it what you're looking for, basically. It will give you the root cause analysis, get down to the core of what your problem is before it gives you a solution. I've used it for some of the most random things, recently just talking to a friend, I mean, and this is going way to the left, but talking to a friend who is in a situation wherein their partner is abusing pills, typed in what it is, what the situation is, what's going on, was able to spit a framework back to her for what she needs to do, how she needs to move as the leading lady, how she can work and not support or not really co-sign with what that person is doing, and how to get rid of the emotional guilt that she feels based on upon the fact that her partner is involved in this, and how to set up boundaries and other different things. Another thing that I utilized it for was just an example. I have a daughter who is incarcerated, and I've been telling her what AI is about and what it's like and what I've created and so far. So I said, while I'm talking to you, let me just put something in here in a term that you can understand, or even to explain to the people around you, because she's supporting her mother, she's telling the people that's around her to tell their people on the outside. And so what I wound up inserting was just create me a plan of reentry for a recently released incarcerated person. I'm paraphrasing at this point. It gave me from point A to point B. And for those of you who are on my social media, you can find that there. And I'll also share it with you, Maisha. It gave me from point A to point B the boundaries that they need to have, the goals that they need to aspire to, how they need to move from this person to that person, it's so in depth. It's a masterpiece. I'm tapping myself on the shoulder. It's a masterpiece.
No, you have to, because you think about it, it's not just about, it goes further than the name. It's almost like the name is big, but it's almost like not big enough. You think about it, someone that may be re-entering society, right? Mm-hmm. They would be a new leading lady, right? They're leading their life a different way. And now it's like, okay, so now what do I do? How do I get recalibrated? Somebody that gave up, I don't know, on ministry, somebody that gave up on their job, on their dreams, and they're able to tap into this thing. I remember I was having a little hard time, because y'all know I be having a hard time. I be quitting. Let me drink some Pepsi. It looked like coffee. Somebody sip something. Come on now. Mm-hmm. And did Erica put my business in that new leading lady? Yes, she did. Let me drink some more right here. She did it, and then she had the nerve to send me that foolishness, and it was right on point. And I was like, she has all the nerve, and it's fine. It's fine. Use it against me. It's okay. But I'm telling you, it really helped me out. It was like so amazing. I'm going to ask you another question, but real quick, somebody had a side question. They said, well, what is Six Sigma?
Six Sigma is a training that is frameworks for structure, to put it in a nutshell, how to structure things, how to move things along in the workforce, how to create processes that are going to work better for you. Absolutely. Without, convoluting the explanation. That in a nutshell is what it is.
And it makes sense that you have that type of training too. So you're able to put all those things together. So I have a final question. It might last long, whatever, but what is next? Where do you see this going? And how do we stay connected? I need the link. Do you have the link? Because the people want to subscribe. You got the link?
I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Okay. My computer is not cooperating with me before we came on the live, but I will drop the link in, and I do apologize for.
And then we'll add it to the bio as well. Absolutely. So tell us what's next. Tell us, where do you see this going? How do we stay connected? All the things.
This is morphing into a full leadership ecosystem. It's not just a tool. Again, it's a place where women are going to be able to build clarity, confidence, structure, and legacy without losing their faith, without losing their voice, or without losing their peace. We are going to stay connected through community, through my content. You can find me on Facebook. You can find the Refill Room on Facebook and Instagram. The New Leading Lady, you can find at the New Leading Lady on Instagram. I literally just started a TikTok shop, and I'm morphing over from my personal LinkedIn to a separate Leading Lady LinkedIn. Newsletters are going to be coming out, so there will be a link for that as well to insert your email address. There's going to be a weekly newsletter, and the New Leading Lady is just the start. She is the core of everything. She has branches, she has children that are morphing out. There is a MedOps command that is for people who work specifically in my industry, in the medical field, medical offices, nurses, those charge nurses who are doing administrative work, those who are working in hospitals. So with that in and of itself, it is giving you all of the guidelines that you would work with. It has the HIPAA infrastructure. Again, that's going to create SOPs and things of that nature as well. So I've also been asked what's going on with the men. It's not just the new leading women. Men want to lead as well. So we're in the process of building the new leading man. There's just so many different branches that she's going to. Mentorship is going to be opening up soon. The workshops, the journals are coming. They're in development as well. So the New Leading Lady is going to help you get to where you need to go. And let me be clear, if I wasn't, this is not just for women who are in the workforce. As I mentioned, we lead in multi facets of our lives. You can be a stay-at-home mom. You're still a leader in your home. So it's not just for a person who is career-oriented. If you're at home, you have a business, you have a ministry, you want to start a ministry, go where God called you. Don't let me sing you on just because you want to be a new leading lady. But if you're starting your prayer groups or your encouragement groups or things of that nature, the New Leading Lady is where it's at to help you get to where you need to be.
Wow. This is so awesome. Erica, I want to say this, that what we talked about today really matters, and women who need support, need clarity, need tools that actually help them to build. They need the New Leading Lady. And I do want to thank you for trusting your assignment. I want to thank you for saying yes. And to every woman that's watching, don't just listen, but I want you to move on. I want you to get inside the New Leading Lady GPT. I want you to use it, learn it, let it help you think better, let it help you to lead stronger. And I want you to do this for me. I want you to drop in the comments that if this conversation helped you, I want you to share it with somebody that needs it. And I want you to stay connected. As Erica said, she's going to be dropping the information in the chat. I'm also going to put it in the description of this live. We're building something bigger than us. I am so proud of you. I want you to keep going, keep showing up. We will see you next time. But as you're lingering and you're putting in all the things that you love about what Erica has done with the New Leading Lady, I want you to take a listen. I wrote a little song, and that's what we came in on. So just listen to it. It is called AI Elevated. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Lights on, I'm stepping in the room tonight. Mind sharp, heart ready, vision in sight. I've been building in the quiet, now it's time to rise. AI elevated, watch me come alive. grace I navigate. Higher thinking, focused, dedicated. I need a environment, move of grace I navigate. Higher thinking, focused, dedicated. This is me. Hey, I elevate it. Hey, I elevate it. Hey, I elevate it. Hey, I elevate it. I build, I lead, I create. Watch me work.